Well, hello ladies and gents, PepperBelly here, bringing you guys some Chivalry Medieval Warfare, some classic Chivalry Medieval Warfare that I kind of used to play a lot of. And as you can probably tell, I got the game working. If you guys follow me on my channel and you're aware of everything I've done in the past, and have seen my videos, you probably watched the video where I talk about what the hell happened to Chivalry Medieval Warfare. Why is it such a steaming pile of dinosaur poop suddenly? Because it used to be really good in the beta and shortly after release, but then these recent patches that happened in the summer completely just destroyed the game and made it not unplayable, but it broke it a lot further than what it was back in the day. So one thing I mentioned in that video was how I couldn't even get this game running. Chivalry just wouldn't even work. And thankfully, somehow, through the miracle of uninstallation and reinstallation, it suddenly started to work. So, which I've done in the past too. I've uninstalled it and reinstalled it. It wouldn't fix the issue. That for some reason this time it did. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy. I'm playing the game now, killing a bunch of people. It's super fun slaying bodies, but those issues are still apparent, and they're obviously, I don't think they're gonna go ever, to be honest. If Torn Banners hasn't actually mentioned anything about fixing or, you know, rectifying the issues that a lot of community members have been complaining about due to the recent patches, if they haven't done any of that yet, I don't even see why they will, and I'm kind of starting to think that there's no going back to the good old-fashioned Chivalry back in the day that we all know and love. All the older players anyway, but the game has been put on sale recently on Steam, which is pretty much the reason why I'm bringing out this video, because if you're thinking of getting this game, be aware of those issues. If you haven't seen this, if you haven't seen anything of Chivalry ever, and you're unfamiliar with my channel, I recommend you go and watch that video because it explains pretty much all the problems with this game, and you will understand what it is I am talking about. And a lot of people tend to agree because I've pretty much gotten, that whole video is a compilation of problems that everybody's been having, not just myself. People tend to think that when, it's kind of funny because if you make a video debunking a game, everyone tends to think that it's a you problem, it's only you who's experiencing it. They don't seem to understand that you went and researched it before you made the video, because otherwise that would be the most ignorant thing ever. Like, this game sucks because I'm having this and this and this many issues and stuff. And then they're like, well, that's you. Nobody else is having that problem. It's kind of like the whole Battlefield dilemma where everyone's like, well, for every 3 people complaining in the forums, there's an additional 3,000 enjoying the game. So, you know, it's an issue that everyone has experienced and hated, especially the very competitive environment of this game. But I mean, I don't know. It's still fun to play. I just really wish I was able to take on hordes of dudes. I mean, you can see it right now in this gameplay. I'm taking on multiple people at once, and I'm actually managing to do okay. Had this been back during beta, I probably wouldn't have died once through the entire match because of, like, the skill gap there is different. Like, it's, you're able to do, if you're good at the game, you'll do good. That's the only way I can really describe it. There is no bullshit, and that's what I liked. And I really hate games that tend to kind of break that, where it's like, if you have skill, a more casual gamer can still kill you. Even, I mean, let's look at Counter-Strike. Alright, one of the most classic competitive games in the world. If you go up against a team that is really good, you're not gonna fucking do good. You're gonna get raped. You're gonna rage so hard. There's nothing that's gonna, like, you're done. All right, you're just not gonna win this at all. You're gonna rage quit, and well, you can't in Counter-Strike Go because, well, you get especially from playing competitively, you'll get you know, nice penalties for doing so, which is a nice incorporation by Valve. But that's my point, you know, competitive Chivalry Chivalry used to be competitive, and now it's kind of just like a more casual game, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, it does hamper those who used to have a ton of skill. And I'm not just saying that about myself. I mean, I know a lot of YouTubers, I know a lot of other gamers in the game that are really good at Chivalry, and now it's just less of a thing. But it's still fun. Just a heads up. Just play the game. If you want to play it, I mean, it was like $8, even though people in the forums were saying that they wouldn't even validate the $6 that it went on the community vote list. So whenever it was up for vote against 2 other games, Chivalry won, and it was like $6, and people were still saying it wasn't worth that price tag. So I mean, it comes down to what you're willing to put up with, whether you want to have a fun experience that's very casual, very buggy still, because there's a lot of times where it's like my shield was up, but it somehow went through it. Like this game needs to be fixed. Like, they need to unbrokesteded the game because this is a game I like love to death, and seeing it in a shape like this just pains me. But it's still fun, and I managed to get some friends to get it too. So if you guys are familiar with that last video I made, where basically it was just me playing with friends in a compilation, there might be some more of that ahead. Who really knows? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for joining me today, because clearly I won the match because I am the best to send the planets of everything. Anyway, don't forget to rate the video, comment it, and subscribe. Do it. Take care, guys.